For years, I couldn't get close to a deep squat. Every time I tried, I'd end up leaning way forward or feeling discomfort in my hips. That was until I started training ankle mobility. So in this video, I'll show you why tight ankles are one of the most common reasons people can't squat deep, and the 2 simple fixes so you can finally unlock that deep, pain-free squat. But first, I don't want to waste your time, so let's quickly find out if the ankles are actually your problem. So simply place your foot about 1 palm's distance away from a wall. Then try to touch the wall with your knee while keeping your heel planted on the ground. If ankle dorsiflexion isn't a problem, meaning your ankle is mobile enough to let your knee move over your toes, you should be able to reach the wall comfortably. But if your ankles are restricted, you'll either feel a strong block in the front of the ankle or your heel will lift off the ground. Luckily, this problem is very simple to fix and it only takes a couple minutes. So the first thing we need to do is address the calf muscles. You see, the most common reason people have stiff ankles is tight calves, specifically the soleus and sometimes even the gastrocnemius. When these muscles become stiff, they physically limit your ankle from moving properly, which prevents that ankle dorsiflexion. So to restore that forward motion, we need to actively practice driving the knee forward, and one of the best ways of doing this is with ankle rocks. Simply get into a lunge position and press your heel down with your hands. Then drive your knee over your toes until you feel a strong stretch in the middle to lower part of the calf. Hold that position for 1 to 2 seconds, then come back up and repeat for 10 to 12 repetitions. Now, if this feels uncomfortable for your knees or you feel like you're not getting deep enough, simply grab a chair or a box if you're at the gym and set up that same knee over toe position. Then using your hands, pull your chest towards your knee until you feel that deep stretch in the calf. In my experience, this actually works even faster at opening up the calf muscles, since that extra leverage really lets you get deep into that stretch. As for how long to stay here, a good starting point is around 30 seconds to 1 minute. Now, most people will already see huge improvements just by doing this. But to really make ankle mobility stick, we still need step 2. Research shows that muscles adapt faster under load, and your nervous system becomes more comfortable in positions that you can control with strength. So to make sure the ankles stay open for good, we'll be using the weighted deep squat rock. So to start, grab a small weight, but even a backpack filled with books will do just fine. Then lower yourself into a deep squat position, letting your heels lift off as much as they need to. From here, begin slowly rocking side to side, actively pushing the heels back towards the ground as you move. Aim for about 50% effort here, so nothing too aggressive. Now, if this position feels too demanding or you struggle with balance, I recommend dropping the weight for now and simply using your hands for support. This is actually where I started, and it's a great way to build mobility before progressing to the unsupported version. So wherever you're currently at, choose the progression that suits you best, and I recommend starting with 1 to 2 minutes. Now, you might have seen people online recommending banded ankle distractions, where essentially the band pulls your ankle back, creating more space in the joint and therefore unlocking more dorsiflexion. While this can help, in my experience, it's mainly useful for people who've had a history of ankle sprains or previous ankle injuries, where scar tissue or joint stiffness is limiting the movement. So if that sounds like you, it might be worth trying out before these 2 steps, but for the large majority of people, the issue is usually much simpler and just comes down to a tight soleus muscle. So how often should you practice these drills? Well, in my experience, doing these 2 to 3 times per week works really well, or simply anytime before you do a squat workout. However, the ankles are just one piece of the puzzle. If you truly want to unlock your squat for good, the next thing you need is to fix your hips. So check out this video right here, where I show you exactly how to loosen stiff hips. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.